Welcome po to Reviewers, a compilation of exam reviewers and item explanations. Ito po yung tanong. The sum of three consecutive integers is 1,266. What is the value of the greatest integer? A. 391, B. 393, C. 401, D. 421, E. 423. So to answer this problem po, dapat alam po natin ibig sabihin ng consecutive integers. When you say integers, they are actually numbers without any decimal places nor fractions. Let's say 1, 2, and 3. And consecutive, if, yun nga, example, 1, 2, and 3, they are directly next to each other in a sequence. So, we are given here that their sum is 1,266, and we are asked about the greatest integer of the 3. So, yung gagawin natin dito po is we are going to assume a certain value for the first of the 3 and connect the next 2 on that first. We call this here x. We're going to have here a use of algebra. This would be our first integer. Okay. If x would be our first integer, what would be the representation for our next integer, our second integer? Take note that they are consecutive in nature, just like 1, 2, and 3. So how do we get from 2? How do we get from 1 to 2? We simply added by 1. So we have here x plus 1. Let's say, for example, if my first integer is 59, my next integer is 60. If my first integer is 127, my next integer is 128. They only differ by 1. Now, next, what would be the representation of our third integer? Okay? Of course, from 2 to 3, you also added 1. From 60 to 61, you also added by 1. In the sequence, 59, 60, 61. In the sequence, 127, 128, 129, to get to 129, you simply added 1 to 128. But, it's wrong to use x plus 1 here because x is our first integer. You're adding 1 to the second integer. So that would be x plus 1, your second integer, plus another 1. In short, your third integer is x plus 2. Again, just like if this is 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, consecutive 3 integers. If this is 59, 59 plus 1 is 60. 59 plus 2 is 61, 59, 60, 61. Now, all of these three integers, when added, will result to 1,266. So, simply combine them into this manner. X plus 1 plus x plus 2. Take note, I'm still using parentheses, but for some of you who are able to get already, pwede na pong wala, but I'm using this to illustrate that this is our first, plus this is our second, plus this is our third, and they sum up to 1,266. So with that, we have 1,266 here. The next step is purely algebraic in nature. You may remove the grouping symbols. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 equal to 1,266. You add all the variables, 1, 2, 3. So you have 3x. And the constants, 1 and 2, 3. Again, common mistake for algebra is my cube dito. You're only adding the numerical number, 1x, 1x, 1x. So 3x. You're not adding exponents. Okay? This is equal to 1,266. Now, let's subtract both sides by 3. To remove that, let me put it here. You will have 3x is equal to 1,263. And then, if we are going to divide both sides by 3 to retain x, you're also going to divide this by 3. If you would like to, you can use the long division. If you're not confident with your actual mental math computation, so cannot be, you will have 4. 4 times 3 is 12. That's 0. Bring down 6. That's 2. 2 plus 2 times 3 is 6. Okay? And then you will have here 0, 3, that's 1. Okay, so that's a 3 in this manner, 0. So this is the value of your x. X is 421, which is already here. However, 421 is not the final answer. Yes, 421 is a value of x, but that corresponds to your first integer pa muna. Okay? 421. Take note that the question is the greatest integer in this problem. So, it still depends on the situation. What if the question is, what is the value of the first integer? So, you're good already with 421. If the question is second integer or the third integer, so it differs now. Take note that let's go to the third integer. That's your question. Third integer is x plus 2. So, 421 plus 2 is 423, and it's here. So, luckily, our answer is on letter E, 423. Of course, you are not asked about the second integer, but let's just complete this anyway. You have 422. The next part of this is not necessarily needed for you, especially if you're taking examination po. Pero, this will allow us to make sure that yung sagot natin is tama. You can try to add all of this because the sum of the 3 should reach 1,266. And if the result will result to that, tama yung sagot natin. 1, 2, 3, that's 6. 2, 2, 2, that's 6. 4, 4, 4, that's 12. So our answer is 1,266, which fits our condition. And then again, our answer of 423 as the greatest of the 3 consecutive integers is correct. So once again po, ito po yung reviewers. Don't forget po to subscribe on our channel, like our videos, and if kaya naman po, pakishare na lang din po. And leave a comment po for our future videos improvement. And follow our FB page and stay tuned for more videos. Maraming salamat!